The
Your
stream died.
epicness killed the stream.
Okay, the stream died.
Apparently
Okay.
I have a missed call.
Oh,
Oh shit, I missed your
What
parents.
is going on?
Oh no!
It's called and I missed it.
Shard Veg, welcome to this madness.
Oh my god.
Welcome to
No.
this madness.
Well,
I
you
don't
have
know
the
what's
chance.
wrong with this thing. Oh my goodness.
So awful.
Okay, I think the last thing we got on stream was he saw something out of the corner of his eye and turned in one direction, and then saw something out of the corner of his eye in another direction, he turned in that direction.
Right. And he turned and he saw there was a crack, right? And it sounded like thunder rumbling in the distance. And he saw this bright flash in the sky, and he knew because we're all raised near the forest, you guys, and our parents tell us you never be in an open space during a thunderstorm because you'll get struck by lightning. That's what we get told. Okay?
Yeah.
And he knew that he was gonna get hit by the lightning and die. So he dove to the ground and he screamed, and the lightning struck the river rock in the river right beside him, and the rock exploded and it tinked him right on the forehead. And he had a mark, like a big, because you know, it was moving real fast and it was hot and it like. Anyway, they found him the next morning, still sobbing. He was so scared, but so happy that he survived. And he never went in the woods again. And I never met that man, or a man that had a mark on his forehead. But my dad swears that he was real. And that's why I can't go in the forest after 9:30 in the winter. I don't know
Scary.
what he said.
You know, I could make that lightning not hit you if you wanted.
All right, she's
That
back.
was amazing.
Man.
That was amazing, Megan.
I'm sorry.
What a fun
I go
session.
all out
Thank
for my
you.
redeems.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. That was a whole lot of fun.
Guys.
Shard Veg, it's so lovely to see
Insanity.
you. Aaron the Destroyer, it's so lovely to see you as well. Man. Wishing you a happy birthday, Megan.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday.
Aaron. Thank you so
Happy
much.
birthday,
Hey, Steve.
Miss
you.
Megan.
Thank you, Steve. I have to text my mother-in-law and say I'm sorry for missing her call.
Whoops.
Birthday.
Hey to you.
Even told me she was gonna call today, and I
Don't
was so
sing that.
busy
It's
I forgot.
copyrighted.
We
You
didn't
got a
sing the whole
copyright
song.
strike
We
on my
sang 2
stream.
lines from the song. It's not.
I
the whole song.
mean, on
Chard
the
Veg, this is
MCA.
actually not a campaign
Happy
night.
birthday.
This is a one shot that, of course, turns into a 2-shot because it's this
Well, you
stream.
know,
For Megan's birthday.
we do.
So
if we had like an actual puzzle in the middle there, maybe we wouldn't have spent like 2
Oh my
hours.
God.
God,
we
I
still
know
would've
this
spent 2
puzzle
hours in
is
that
so
room.
bad.
No, they won't. They won't, Percy.
Well, I guess we get what we paid for,
There's
right?
no way.
Is it not public domain? That's why all the restaurants don't sing happy birthday anymore. They
Yeah,
have their
they're
own
not allowed
happy
to
birthday
actually sing a
songs.
song. I
Yeah.
Public domain is in
think that
February,
would actually
though.
get caught. No,
Is
but
it
it's not-
February? Oh,
Happy
wow,
Birthday's
okay.
not. It's owned by
Really?
a company, a people. a
Well,
people
so
that
Chard
decided
Veg
to-
is saying
jerks.
that it was,
on,
but
I'm
it's public
Googling.
Oh,
domain
as of
February.
February.
Yeah.
Oh. Then fuck
There you
y'all.
go. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy
to
birthday
you.
to
Stop.
you.
Hold on, we should
Makes
Google
me hate it. It should be
Fantastic.
public domain. That's good.
It
That's
Yeah,
a
it
good
should
call.
be.
It should be.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Okay.
Yeah.
It really should
Well,
be.
and that's kind of it's kind of
No,
where we're gonna
Shrug,
end it.
I won't actually do that to her.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who came. I really appreciate all the bids and all the redeems.
Man, we had a
and just
blast tonight.
Everybody who hung out. It was so much fun.
This is
Shiraz,
gonna
you've
make for
demanded
such a
enough of
great
people
pod.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Shiraz
think
is
that
in his element.
I think that we should
Oh my
end
goodness.
with you replaying the very beginning of the narrative telephone. So
Should we
that we
do
can
the
all
very
hear
beginning?
yours.
Yeah.
Do
So
it. Do it. The very
Yeah.
beginning.
Your
The Callum,
version of
Callum's
the
actual
Callum
original
snail
report.
thing again.
Really all jacked up.
okay, I could
was
try.
so
I could try
wondering
doing
Wow.
that.
where that Callum thing came from, and I understand.
Now
Yeah.
you understand. Listen, I
Makes sense
Okay.
now.
tried. I really tried. I was sitting
Okay.
here like trying
you
to pack
guys.
away information as
Okay.
he was saying it.
So
Finally, it
as
just got to a point where I was just like, no, it's too much. I can't do more.
So as always, Steve, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for the
Steve.
bits. All revenue from tonight goes straight to Megan for her to buy something nice for herself for her birthday. I will make sure that she spends the money. She has a habit
I
of
have a
just
lot
sort
to
of
spend.
hanging on to that money and never spending it. I will make sure she spends it. As always, to make sure that you don't miss an episode of the Winds of Chaos, make sure that you are following all of the streamers in our list because we rotate which channel we stream on. So yeah, make sure that you're following all four of the. Is that right? Yeah, and then plus me, of course, but that's okay if you don't follow me. I'm okay.
Thank
with
you,
that.
leader. I think that Wolf is like. I think that Wolf is like 2 follows away from affiliate. Just putting that out there.
I promise I'm working myself up to stream.
Good for you.
Amazing.
Awesome. So pay attention
Thank you, Shard
to
Veg. Thank you, leader.
pay attention to the discords to see if pay attention to the discords to make sure that you are getting all the update info on where we're streaming. For those who missed the very beginning of the stream, we did a version of Narrative Telephone, which is something that Critical Role does on their YouTube channel. It's a whole lot of fun, where one person records themselves telling a story, and then it gets passed down the line like a game of telephone. I'm going to make a highlight of it because it was great fun. There were a lot of laughs to be had. But as requested, we're going to replay the first go around of it, which was mine. So let me find it. I need to open it back up again.
Be sure you stream to the Discord again so that we can hear it.
Yeah. Okay, open with VLC because it doesn't.
Official
play.
complaint
Hold on,
and request
hold
for
on.
reassignment number
Hold on.
4.
There we go. Shush. All right. I'm gonna just do that. And I'm going to stream it to the Discord. Go live. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And then, hold on. You see my massive forehead right there. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
There we go. There we go. Oh no. Okay. Here it is. So story number 1 of Narrative Telephone. I did this during my prep at work. And oh my goodness. Okay, here we go.
Official complaint and request for reassignment number 4. Roderick, Shadow Mask. I just don't understand what I'm doing here. We both know this is a waste of my skills and my time. Haven't I paid my dues 10 times over by now? Look, who broke the case on the Mad Mage of Ulhoven? You all thought it was the Chamberlain, spreading the slaggers' mischief all along the harbor, choking off the interior's puffed-up nobleman's supply of precious wine and dates. No one but me paid notice to that little songbird performing in that dockside dive who'd wormed her way into the harbor master's heart and his shipping manifests. I'll tell you this much, Roderick, she didn't look like a dwarf under that dress. That's one I took for the cause. Then, as I recall, there was the minor incident in Kaltzvarth. I'll remind you it was because of your misstep with the Temple of Balasar that I had to dodge boulders lobbed at me by giants, almost had my arm taken off by a frostworm, and took a bath in an ogre's cooking pot, with at least one unfortunate goblin and the bones of some other creatures I could never identify. Not to mention the temple priest nearly separated me from my... Well, the point is that little cleanup operation was one that I took for you. So imagine my confusion, Shadow Mask, when I'm lounging on a sunny beach on the Isles of Valdar, baking that god's forsaken cold out of my bones, you're doing, I remind you, and I receive a rather tersely worded summons to a new assignment. Yes, it was an unsanctioned vacation. Yes, you told me never to go to Valdar again. Yes, you told me, in particular, to stay away from a certain ruin. But that was where they had the best beaches, and damn you, Roderick, I say I earned it after what you put me through. Can you at least agree that the punishment you've given me doesn't fit the crime? A poorly morphed operation, and into this form? Really? You wouldn't know, but it comes with strange appetites and secretions. Moreover, there's nothing here. The old woman suspects nothing. She's too preoccupied with her foolish stories and her delicious garden. And some strange visitors who happened by a couple weeks ago. Investigation into this being that she claims to be in communion with proceeds, but it continues to be my firm position that her patron is a psychosomatic symptom of an inability to reconcile her own latent trauma-manifested powers, not a supernatural entity that actually exists. I want out of here, Roderick. Do you understand me? You owe me. Special Operative Callum, signing off. Good luck.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
I was
Amazing.
panicking
Crap.
so
Just-
hard by the end of that. It is. It's a beautiful piece of work.
So
Well-
many details in there.
We'll have to
Oh,
do
yeah.
it again so that you guys can get me back.
I think
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
Brucey
crap.
was saying they had an idea too.
Yeah.
Brucey
Yeah.
already has an idea for a story for that.
Nice.
Do we
Very
want to?
excited
Do we want to
about
see
that.
the end version again? Which was
Slots was so good.
so
Yeah.
beginning
So
beginning to
good.
end. So it started
Also,
with
if
that,
there's-
and after
there's
7
another
steps, it turned into this.
Amazing.
Hello, Shadow Hand or Foot. I've called you here today because it seems that there was an incident at the docks. And it involved a dwarf lady, no, an elf,
Move the
perhaps.
folder, go.
And
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was attacked. And I don't remember much, but I'm having
Let's start over again.
hello, Shadow Hand or Foot. I've called you here today because it seems that there was an incident at the docks. And it involved a dwarf lady, no, an elf, perhaps. And I was attacked. And I don't remember much, but I'm having curious secretions. And that's part of why I've called you here today. Because I don't remember much. I don't recall what else we were here to talk about, but I knew I needed to talk to you.
Oh my goodness, they
So
did such a good
good.
job.
So good.
That,
They're
that,
like-
that
Yeah.
curious secretions moment.
They
is
did such a good
brilliant.
job.
Such good delivery.
Right?
It's so good. It's so
And the
If you
Academy
guys-
award goes to
Sloth
fucking
Siren.
Sloth
Oh,
If you guys
man.
do another, if you guys do another
Fucking
round of this,
amazing.
I'd like to get in on it as well because
It is. Oh my
I
god.
don't,
yes.
I don't have the birthday out anymore, so I should suffer too.
Yes. Yes, you should.
Yeah, please.
I don't know.
Those
It was,
seconds.
it was
Oh my
fun.
God.
It was a lot of fun.
I'll have
That
to.
was
I'll
really
have to
Oh
not go
God.
first next time. I'll have to,
I was
I'll
gonna
have
say,
to
I
eat
think it's
that.
probably
didn't
more
see
fun
the
if
rest
you
of
go
them. The rest
first.
of them were playing. The rest of them were us just struggling to
Oh.
get high. And then Sloth
Leader.
comes in at the end and is just like, look at me with my badass candle.
Oh.
and, like,
I know they
no
freaking-
information, but I'm
killed
gonna
it,
make
yeah.
it look good. That's
Oh,
Well,
ouch.
I'll make the highlight. I'll grab it off of the highlight leader, and then I will post it on my Discord, and yeah, and then you'll see how
That way
the
people
whole
can see it
thing
back to
very
back.
it was so
yeah
good.
it
Oh
will
my
it will
God.
very quickly fall apart.
Oh. Thank you, Balls.
Oh, Balls
That's
Too
amazing.
Wild. Thank you so
Thank
much for the bits.
you.
That's very generous of you.
Yeah.
A nefarious plan.
Okay.
Oh, does it involve alliteration? Because
Uh-oh.
that's true evil right there.
Brucey apparently needs to be the one that starts the next one since they already have a story outlined
Yeah.
for it.
Good night, Milnews.
Milnews, good night.
Oh,
Good night,
before,
Milnews.
lose.
before we all
Okay.
pop off, I do just want to remind people that for my birthday, in order to give back, I did get my brand new book up for pre-order specifically for tonight. So if you're reading The Celestial Serenade and you're interested in the next book, you can pop over here and pre-order it. It comes out June 14th. You'll be able to read it at midnight on June 14th. If you haven't read the series at all, or you're new to me, I'm a science fiction and fantasy writer. The link to the first book is on there too. You can check it out. And if you're looking for something a little shorter and a little more free, check out this Kiona and the Grove Pieces of the Past short that I wrote. It's for the regular Winds of Chaos campaign. It features our very own Flutter Dice character, Kiona, in a moment from her youth. There will be more forthcoming. They're going to go out about once a month, and the next one's going to feature Mazra. So check it out. And thank you so much for spending my birthday with me. It was a great
Man.
day, and I had tons of fun.
I
It was
also
a ton of fun.
I also love how everybody has been talking about reading that short story and being like, "Oh, it's so peaceful, it's so chill." Holly was like, "It inspired me to take a walk," and I'm here like, "Oh, oh really?"
Yeah, and then he dumps all over Kiona about that whole experience later on in her life.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God.
for chat, if once again, if you want to catch the Winds of Chaos, this D&D campaign does rotate around a whole bunch of different channels. It was on my channel tonight, but if you want to make sure that you don't miss a session of the Winds of Chaos, make sure that you're following all of these Twitch pages, because we do rotate the stream around. And if you're not already on the Discord, we do, before we go live every week, we do post on our relative Discords going live sections to remind people of where we are from one week to the next.
Indeed.
And with that, my goodness, once again, happy birthday, Megan. Thank you everybody for your incredible
Thank
generosity.
you.
Hey, girly.
I'm gonna make sure that Megan actually spends all the lovely bits and subs and everything like that you folks gave us. Balls Too Wild. I'm gonna make sure that those $2 get spent, so that Megan doesn't hoard it like she always hoards her spending money. And for our daily positivity for the stream, here it is. And I'm gonna actually, I'll just leave the music on for now. Here's our positivity, and it's simply that when times get tough, remind yourself that your track record through getting through bad days is so far 100%. So far, you have made it through every single bad day of your life. So just remember that, and have a fantastic evening. And man, I cannot wait to see you folks again next Tuesday. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my goodness,
all
the
the
Kappa Gen,
explosion.
the bit
Oh my
explosion.
God.
No.
That's so good for an ending stream.
That's amazing.
That's